What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 22, which means it's day 22. We're starting up at midday here. I've kind of been slogging along, just kind of queuing some things up. As you can see here, I have some dirt being built here, some dirt being built there, nothing big. Just trying to keep my builders busy because they're actually under skilled because I just have the new builder and stuff. As I was waiting on brick 2 production, that's still my choke point, and I'm hoping to do something about that soon. You can see I actually queued up some digging on the moat over here, again, just to keep my miners working. They were getting pretty idle. Trying to round that off a little bit. I'll probably take some more off here. Definitely going to make the moat wider. Like you can see right here, I'm doing about 2 blocks. That way, I will probably do another 2 blocks. I'm not really sure how that's going to work because you can see the directionality changes. I'll have to stare at it a little bit every time they finish. But it's coming along nice, and then obviously I have to get it down to depth as well. But that's getting there. I'm trying to get this footprint of this tower up at least 2 or 3 blocks, because what I'm worried about is as they're mining over here, obviously, that kind of changes, and I'm just going to let them roll, changes the security of the moat. These miners are actually in quite some danger. Something gets spawned. As you know, I have a necromancer over there, a ton of skeletons. Skeletons have been spawning over here. I've been watching them, not like since I've had guys in the pit, but then they just kind of walk. They skirt my city and they come over here to meet up with their home native tribe. Look at all these skeletons. There's going to be a Clash of the Titans someday, folks. I don't know when that'll be, but it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Is that right? No, it's not right. I messed up the tree placement here. I didn't give him enough room to get in there and get them, so I have to change some things around. I believe he is now done. Take that stump out and you will be all done. I'm going to change him. I think I have him... should look. I think I also have him as a stonemason, a beginning stonemason. I'm gonna have him that. If you look here, I have the 2 workstations here in parallel. They share the same resources mostly, and I start another one here. They're both gonna take off the stockpile, forge, anvil, builder's cart, and actually I'm gonna put a resource cart. Exactly, just basically mirror exactly what I have over there. Tool chest. Like, oh well, there you go, misclick, but that's fine. So I will make him, did he take that stump? He did take the stump, so take the stump, be a carpenter, fill those in, and then you're gonna be that. And then what we're going to talk about here, this little guy, remember him? He was roaming out in the woods, but unfortunately I can't click on him. Now he's not just sitting here bugged, he wanders around my camp. He looks like, what does he look like? That's a builder, is it not? Like, he won't do any jobs. He will even go in and sleep on the beds. I haven't seen him take any food yet, which would kind of suck. But apparently he is glitched. And what I'm worried about, I mean, whatever, that doesn't really bother me in and of itself. I could certainly use the migrant. But I'm worried about is I haven't gotten another migrant since that guy. And I'm worried that he's going to kind of bug me out, glitch me out for migrants. I won't be able to get any. So if you guys know a solution to this, some of you more savvy veteran players, before I go and check the forums, because I'm sure I'll forget when I'm not playing, I need a way to either delete this guy, cotton for cloth. I don't really need cotton, but I don't really need cloth either. Whatever, I'll build up a good rapport. Hopefully gain some skill by accepting. I need to get rid of this guy or activate this guy, or what I'm guessing happened is the prompt to accept him into my community either just hasn't happened, maybe it happened off screen, like it slid over too far. I have no idea. I know I never clicked that. I've never added him to join, because I do remember before I stopped recording the other day, I went back and looked. I mean, I remember I showed you guys how he was just hanging out over in the woods over here, just for a while, which is unusual. That's not normal. And then as soon as I did, yeah, whatever, I'll take some rope for cloth. As soon as I did connect everything, he started walking into my camp. And I saw him walking in, and then I got sidetracked. I was doing some other things. I wasn't paying attention. And also I'm like, wait, whatever happened to that guy? I never got to assign him to anything or nothing. And then that's when I realized that something fishy had gone on. What this guy's doing. You shouldn't be stuck on that too long. Or is this where you're gonna start? No, okay. Start getting some bugs and stuff. I know once you get a certain population, things start to get a little squirrely. But yeah, so that is a concern for me. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. I'm just hoping if I get another migrant, I'm just gonna kind of leave it. He's gonna be like the town invalid or something. He just kind of hangs out. But if I don't get any migrants for a little while, I'm gonna get concerned because my food is booming. I don't know if that is. I don't really need food. And I think I want to keep the silver. I'd like to keep my wealth for now, because I want the difficulty, which is strange. But yeah, I'm hoping I get a migrant because then I'll, assuage my fears that it's bugged out. So we're just kind of watching here. Even if a migrant comes and gets killed, I don't care. I just want to know that I can actually. Oh, he's failing at brick. That's fine. Just so I know that I actually can get them, and that'll be fine. So, this is kind of where I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how I'm making this series. As you guys know, I'm doing his journal style. You know, he's level 20, which is awesome. Where every day is an episode. I try to do it from maybe hit about 20 minutes would probably be my ideal length. I know Timberstone tends to be long form, and you guys come to expect that if you've played the game and you watch the game, as I am when I watch. But I try to keep it short as possible. But anyway, I get to the point now with these large projects that there's just a lot of watching. I literally sit here and I queue things up, like the expansion of the mode, or I'm hoping that once I get to a certain point, I can get some stone, kind of stocked up, and I can just prompt this whole tower to be built pretty quickly. Same here, and then that same will go for the wall as I get into that. Then it's just kind of sitting back and make sure my gate doesn't get rushed or something like that. And they might not make the most entertaining episodes. So you guys tell me. I mean, I know eventually you guys are going to want to see when I do try the bridge over and we finally take on this massive mob of things. And these guys over here, it's going to be pretty dangerous. I'm going to have to build a decent little military, which is obviously contingent on being able to get migrants. But there's going to be some slow episodes where, hopefully I'll have some stuff to talk about, my designs and ideas so that we can talk about. You guys can give me feedback while I'm letting things get built. Certainly need some manpower to speed this process up. I feel like I should be getting it, as I mentioned, so we'll see what happens with that. But with that said, there actually is a dev blog, I'm not sure, an update, a dev diary update, or whatever it is, talking about, and they showed some of the new visual enhancements. And I'll be honest with you, I really like the artistic style of Timberstone right here, what you're looking at. Just very simple voxel. I think it has enough differentiation. It's very subtle. It's a lot of lighting effects. I love it. I was attracted to it, and I've never once sat here and been like, man, I wish there was more. I think it's perfectly fine. Sure, could there be more items and things in game and different types of blocks? Sure, but the style I've never been want for more, if you will. They just showed on the forums. If you haven't seen timberandstonegame.com, I think is it. Should be linked in the description. Check it out. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the new, the new texture pack, I guess you could say, that they've been working on. But I'm told it makes better performance, which is always good in this game. And now that they are going to be texture packs, as I understand it, you're really pushing for modding. Somebody can just make a pretty easy classic skin, if you will. So that I'm not too worried about that, and I'm sure I'll get used to whatever comes out, whatever becomes standard, because I love the game and the mechanics and the engine and stuff like that, which frustrate the hell out of me, but I do just love the game. So the graphics aren't something I'm really always hinging on, but I was kind of surprised by that's what they were working on. I do remember reading it now, but I had kind of forgotten that that's something they were working on, because it seems a little silly to be working on textures and artwork when there is a lot of bugs in the game. And some enhancements that the game could really use. Obviously, you could always use some more end game things. Because you guys watch here, I'm fairly secure. I'm the baddest mofo on the map, if you will. Sure, I'm gonna have some stuff to deal with over here, but I don't worry that any of this is gonna wipe me out. And so I kind of am giving myself these artificial goals of building this city and stuff. I'm giving myself the meta game. I'm giving myself the end game. I wish the game would do that a little bit. Maybe I think I've talked about this before. Different factions, bring in another human army or something. Maybe they send traders or ambassadors or whatever, try to negotiate with you. If you turn them down too much, maybe they come and attack you. Maybe they come and try to destroy your city or take over or whatever. I don't know. Make goblins come and kidnap people or what have you, right? There's a million ideas that other games have done. There's ways you can be creative and make your own ideas. I just saw Necromancer hit somebody. He's killing his people off slowly, but oh, they're gonna get him though. Nice. Oh, do some damage on him. That would be great. Why didn't you? They don't attack. Okay. Wow, they just bum rushed that wolf. Alright, that's always good. Keep those goblins down. But yeah, it could always have more in-game stuff. Obviously, pathfinding AI. You guys hear me all the time, frustrated. Did they build? They built that catwalk. Good. So now I can build this block right here. I left this one out just in case I needed it. And at least, you know, if, let's say, they're mining over here, which they apparently seem to have finished, so I'll have to queue up some more tonight. I'll let those guys dig some. I'm going to queue some more things up for. But if they come in here and they get in the trench somehow, sure, they can come through the doors. But I can always delete these very quickly. I was worried when this was only one high that they would be able to get in here, jump up on the tower, and cause some havoc, maybe killing one of my builders or something. So that was a concern, obviously. You can see in here, I'm just trying to remove a lot of this stone. Just trying to kind of make it look pretty. We are going for the aesthetic a little bit, at least considering it. So again, and I do need some minerals and stuff. I do want to start producing some armor, swords, shields, spears, all that good stuff. So the more, you know, minerals and things I can get, the better. Big thing is going to be coal. So I'm a little leery, like I don't want to fill all this in with dirt. Obviously I think it would look better and it would actually make me feel better. It really bothers me to have all this different stuff, but I don't want to do it too much because I obviously don't want a big thing of dirt that can catch fire. So I'm just going to queue that up again to keep them busy. This mining pile, I'm just going to deconstruct so that I can dig around it, and I'll put one back. I would like to get them digging a mine shaft as I've talked about, but the truth is I don't know where to put it. So that's a problem. Let's set something like that. Keep them busy. These guys are a lot of these guys are 20 level miners. They're actually quite good at it, quite fast, which is good. As everybody starts to skill up. But I could still use some manpower, as I mentioned. Always need. I mean, that's just the way that's just this game. You could always use more people. Okay, so that'll be good. That'll get all that dirt out of there, so that'll make that look a lot better. See the builders over there. I'm gonna let just some. Actually, that's actually queuing up quite nicely. That's good. And because, you know, I would like to. Yeah, she's a 13 stonemason. That's nice. Who's he? What's a hero is probably gonna just fail a lot and burn up a lot of resources, which kind of stinks. But there's really no other way to get around that. So let's just build up in here. Oh, she scared me. I didn't know what she was doing. For a second, though, I was hoping she was a migrant. Not so fortunate this time. It's a little annoying to build this stuff. I do recognize that that's minerals. I'm not going to bother. I only build one at a time because I just feel like it makes less chance for error, and just your builders getting all messed up. As anybody who's played the game knows, builders can kind of get themselves trapped and things like that. It's kind of annoying. So one at a time keeps everything nice and clean. Oh, nice. Excellent, excellent. And she's an archer. Good vision, strong back. Charismatic. See, now here's one thing I read somewhere, I think on the forums. Strong back means he can carry a lot of armor, like a soldier, this is an infantryman, a lot of armor and like a shield and a spear, a heavy load, and still be relatively mobile. So what I think I'm going to do, this one is Cassandra. I'm going to make this one an infantryman, pole arm, shield, steel armor, basically my tank. And she's going to be one I send out on patrols or along the roads. I think that's going to be the idea here. Good vision should be good for an infantryman, better for an archer, I understand. But the idea here, I think, is going to be, let's see how that works. So let's move right into infantry, preferences, combat training, inventory, steel broadsword, main. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't have anything made, so I'm gonna have to make her some gear. But she's got a while before she's gonna be worrying about that. I got him, Frostcap. I do have. Yeah, Jouette's, he's pretty much done, I think. Yeah, 16. I don't think he's really gonna stand in guard position. And then she will be the one I send on patrol routes. That'll be good. That's good to know, though. I'm very happy with that. Not just to get person, and actually I burned that migrant because, you know, I mean, it's nice to have them military, absolutely, but I don't really help myself long run. It was mostly, I had planned to make another stonemason. Could always use another builder. Stonemason is really the bottleneck for me, as I mentioned. But with those traits, I wanted to get her in there to be a soldier. Or, you know, I'm always looking for archers as well. I always like to have one cooking because you never know when you're going to lose them. You can never have too much of an army. Like I said, right now, I do expect, At some point, we are absolutely going to get a matriarch, and when we do, we're going to have a problem with it, because obviously this base is not fortified for a matriarch. In theory, she could get in very easy. So if she, let's say she spawned across, I don't know if she would aggro across the water, we'll see there. Let's say she did, and she swam across, and she's coming from my hall, right here. Easily could climb this wall, get in, and she is just going to destroy people. If she gets in this town, that I could die. I don't think I would. But the only thing that might be left standing is my archers, and that's it. Sure, I could build back up from there, but not something I want to do. So, trying to... What the hell is this? I don't want to do that. Let's just be a little more careful with that, shall we? Thank you. Alright, now... Oh, that's right, I was doing that. So there you go, I'm excited by that. I'm excited to just get a migrant. It means that that bugged out migrant isn't going to, like, just kill me. Yeah, let's... This is kind of annoying. Actually, that's fine, because she'll drop down one, but then can come back in. That's fine. I'm trying to make sure that they always have access. So I have a lot queued up for everybody. That's the problem here. Yeah, see, she's working over there. He's working over there. This is what I'm saying. I could use another builder. That's alright. I've got miners working here. That's fine. I already did that. I'm gonna queue this up off camera for you guys. I'm not. You don't need to see me setting them up. But basically, I'm gonna expand this side first. You know, I just got to do down here, but I didn't have time to watch the water. Because last thing I want to do is accidentally flood it. And then I will do this side as well. This side seems to be a little more, kind of more of a threat. More things kind of randomly seem to walk up here. So I wanted to be able to make sure I had a little more, maybe an extra archer or two that I could post over here, and maybe you know, something like that. So we're gonna get to that, but I'm gonna continue this out and kind of get the size I like. You know, I already like. You know, you can see it's a little bigger than this side clearly. I think the plan was I should go back and watch, because I think I explained this. I think I'm gonna drop the curtain of the wall down. Isn't that what I said? And then I'll undermine from behind. Maybe I shouldn't even. I should just, while this is exposed, I should just dig it. I think I said I want to have a 3 thick wall. Sounds about right, at least. And then we're gonna get to that. So if I drop the wall in front, that's gonna take another. Yeah. Just trying to think it out. It's something I gotta think out as I look at it. I might not do that. I might just keep the wall. This is the front edge, wherever it is. Dig out from under, extend the wall all the way down, and then I will undermine behind and put the wall in. But it'll tighten on the city more than I mean, less digging of the moat, I guess. Because I would like to get the moat in. I mean, it's obviously gonna be a big visual factor. Look at all the digging going on. It's good. I mean, it keeps people busy, people skilling up. Even though, like I said, my miners aren't really needing it too bad. So she's gonna sit over here. She's gonna work skill up. You're just gonna hang out too. And Jouettes, you are 16. What are you, Frostcap? You are 18. Wow, you've got some fights under your belt, I guess. And yeah, so there we go, guys. That's gonna wrap up this episode. Got a migrant. We are not migrant locked in, but if you still know a way to get this guy, let's see what he's doing. He's still just chilling there. He hangs out there. Then he will go to sleep. And that's all he does, and it kind of stinks. I mean, like I said, even if I could just delete him, I'd delete him. I was trying to figure out a way to maybe, there's just one idea, put an archery target here, put an archer here. She's clearly going to shoot him. If it comes to that, I could do that. Something like that. But I'd like to obviously just somehow get him to work. So if you guys know how, definitely share that with me. And I'm just going to keep queuing up. We're actually, see, I've got to get another stonemason, like a real stonemason, obviously. He's in here, but I don't know that he's doing much. I don't know if he's creating much. That's okay. I got 3 stonemasons going, all on the same resource. Yep, 900 to go. I'm gonna have to make him. I'd like to free up CPR Briqua, because he's also, you know, he's good blacksmith. I'd like to get him making armor, shields, weaponry when I need it. He's also my decent carpenter, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, 10. Not too crazy, but he makes arrows and bows. He's my engineer. I want to train that up actually, so that I can start making heavy duty doors. Because I do want a second door in somewhere. He's gonna put it out here on this side of the bridge, or I probably definitely will put an airlock of sorts in here. So I'd like to get that higher, obviously. So it's actually, oh, I thought I said he said stonemason, but I thought it was a miner. But that's gonna wrap up day 22. It's getting a little dark. You guys can't see. The plan is probably eventually to really kind of just put down a ton of lights. Just the way I could record at night too, if I want to, and you guys can actually see what's going on. So that is planned. I just kind of wanted a little more of a layout of how I'm going to do. So at least with this road, I can get some sense. And then I can, you know, not waste resources by putting a light up and then taking it down. But hope you're enjoying, guys. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you next time, next episode. Take care.